So, Sadio Mane has gone to Liverpool for 30 plus million. Will he be a success? Is he worth putting in your fantasy football team? All here on J&O United.
I think I'd be better off all alone.
What's up guys, and welcome to J&O United, bringing you football news, entertainment and games. And today we're looking at Sadio Mane's transfer to Liverpool for 30 plus million. We will be looking at transfers, FPL tips and the beginning of the new season of the Premier League. So subscribe if you're new, and let's look at whether I think Sadio Mane can be a good signing for Liverpool. And stay tuned till the end of the video where I decide if he's worth putting into your fantasy football teams. Now, the way I see it is my initial reaction to Sadio Mane making his £30 million transfer to Liverpool. How much? Like, 30 million is a lot for a player. There have been players bought for less who have done really well. Leicester have proven that you can find players on the transfer market for a lot less than that and go and win the Premier League. So Sadio Mane for 30 million, at first it felt very steep to me. I went on other people's videos about this transfer and I voiced my opinions. I said Liverpool are again overspending for a Southampton player who could turn out not to be as good as all the hype that has surrounded them. Now, I'm always one to admit to my mistakes because I've delved into it a little bit more, and I'm starting to believe that Sadio Mane may be one of the best bits of business this transfer window. Now, there are a bunch of stats. You know how much I like my stats, but one of the main stats I'm seeing which makes me think this transfer could really work out for Liverpool is the fact that he had 35 interceptions last season. Now, the reason I think that works for Liverpool is because Jurgen Klopp is very well known for playing something called Gegenpress, which is a type of football where you try and win the ball back higher up the pitch, trying to win that ball between the transition phase between defending and attack for the opposition team. So if the other team win the ball in defence, they're starting to try and transition to attack. Bang, you win the ball and you're attacking from a very advanced position up the pitch. That is why Jurgen Klopp has looked at Sadio Mane, and apparently he's been looking at Sadio Mane for a while now. So I believe Jurgen Klopp knows what he's doing. He's been watching this player for a while, and I think this could be a good bit of business. He also has a lot of other stats that back up his 30 million transfer value. He's played 2 seasons in the Premier League, and in both seasons he's got a good goal scoring and assist record. Last season he had 37 appearances, 11 goals and 6 assists. He had 86 attempts on goal, 68 of which were from inside the box. Now, that is something that Lallana doesn't bring to the Liverpool side, that goal threat. He's also got a lot of pace. He's kind of like a better version of Raheem Sterling in my mind, because the reason Raheem Sterling got sold for so much was because he was a direct player with lots of pace and he was English. Sadio Mane, the only thing he's missing out on is the fact that he's not English, but I do believe he is a better player than Raheem Sterling. The season before that, he also got 11 goals but only got 3 assists. Now, I believe that Jurgen Klopp could improve those stats even more. He has looked for fast attacking midfielders before. Players like Royce, players like Götze, players like Shinji Kagawa. Aubameyang was also another player with lots of pace that Jurgen Klopp wanted to bring in. I'm not sure if he actually brought Aubameyang in himself, but Aubameyang has done very well at Dortmund, who play a Gegenpress style of. So I believe Sadio Mane could be a perfect signing for Liverpool. The strength Sadio Mane brings to the table is speed and dribbling. We know he can be a dynamic player who can change a game on its head when he is on form. The main problem with Sadio Mane though is his inconsistency. His stats are severely padded because he has phases where he is phenomenal and then he has phases where he disappears. Last season he started off strong, disappeared for about 4 months and then finished strong. Maybe it's something to do with his pace and the defenders not having the fitness at the start of the season that they should have, and then at the end of the season those defenders are getting tired. Another downside to this transfer is Liverpool already have Sturridge, Firmino and Coutinho. Now, I believe Lallana and Mane are going to be the ones vying for that other position if he plays a 4-2-3-1. And without Champions League football, the rotation isn't as necessary as it usually is. So I believe Lallana is going to start missing out on some game time. Coutinho and Firmino are also prone to being very inconsistent. Sometimes they're absolutely amazing, then they go disappearing or they get injured, and we all know about Sturridge's injury woes. So I believe Sadio Mane will fit into the side purely because I can't see all of them staying fit or all of them staying in form at the same time. But now, do I think he will be a good addition to our fantasy football teams when FPL starts anew? Now the thing is, it all depends on his price. If his value is less than Coutinho, Firmino and Sturridge, then he could be a very good gamble for your FPL sides. He's one of those players that if you have him at the right time, he's going to shoot you up the rankings, but you can say that about a lot of the Liverpool attacking players. Now before his transfer, I would have said Sadio Mane would have come in around the 7 to 9 million range on fantasy football. But now I think with this transfer he will be in the 8 to 9.5 range. I think his price will rise purely because of the hype of this transfer. But we have to remember that last season he did get 160 points, which is definitely not bad for a midfielder, especially considering his price range last season. The thing is, Coutinho and Firmino, they're going to probably be around the 8 to 9 million mark. Sturridge will probably be around the 9.5 million pound mark. So it really depends what Mane's price is and if we are sure he's going to be nailed on into your side. With Mane, I would suggest 2 different types of tactics for using him in FPL. I would either bring him in straight away because he could be in form very early on, get you those points, rise in price, and then sell him before his mid-season drop, and then bring him back for the end of the season if he follows the trajectory of last season. The other way of playing it is just waiting and seeing, being ready to transfer him in, have a Liverpool player, have Firmino, Coutinho or Mane, and just switch with whichever one is in form. I actually think if Jurgen Klopp keeps getting to build his side, then Liverpool could be a top 4 or 5 team next season, and having one of their players may be vital. But the problem is, how many players of theirs are you going to be able to fit into your side? There was only one year I can really remember where you needed 2 Liverpool players, and that's when they had Suarez. When they had Suarez, you needed Suarez and someone else because someone had to assist Suarez. This season, maybe you'll need a Liverpool defensive player and a Liverpool attacking player. If Sturridge finds the form again, maybe you need 3, but we'll have to wait and see. Pre-season will kind of give us an insight into who will be playing most often, but pre-season often can be misleading. So it'll be very interesting to see how Sadio Mane fits in to Jurgen Klopp's Gegenpress Liverpool team. Anyway guys, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new and you want some FPL content. Smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below how well you think Sadio Mane will do at Liverpool and whether you're putting him in your fantasy football team. I've been J&O, you've been awesome, and remember, it's all about the game.
We can stay up until it's light.